Hi guys, it's Twiz and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another tutorial on this lovely Cottagecore Tavern here. So if you want to add this to your world, then keep watching. To start off this build, we are going to be placing down the foundation. So it's pretty simple, honestly. You are going to grab your stripped oak log and we are going to start at the center of the build. So you're going to make a 5-block gap. So place 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, place 1, and then 1, 2, place another 1, and do that on the other side. So it should go 2, 5, 2, and there should be 4 blocks in the front. And then for the sides, you're going to come over on a diagonal. So you're going to come back onto this one here, so they should line up on the corners here and leave a 1-block gap. And then for the back, or for the side here, we are going to come over by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it should be 9 blocks across, and then place that one, and the exact same on the other side here. So a diagonal 1 block and then 9 blocks across here, and then that is the main base. So I will fly up and pause so you can look at that, and I have little holes here indicating the center of the walls here, just so you can get a better idea of the spacing. Now that you have all of those, we are going to build them up by 5. So you should add 4 more blocks to each block here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should be that tall, and you're going to do that with all of them, like so. And now that you have all of those, we are going to take our stone and andesite and go and fill these in, but we're not going to fill them in directly like this. We're going to go in one like so, and you're just going to alternate between your stone and your andesite. It doesn't really matter how you do it, it'll look good either way, just to give it more texture. And if you want to use cobblestone or stone bricks, you can use that as well. And for the front here, we're going to come across and leave a gap for the door in the front. So like that, just leave a small little gap, and I'm just gonna fill this in here like so. So the front should look like this. It should be up by 1, and your door should be a 2-block and have 2 on the side here and 2 from the top. And you're just gonna go and fill in all of the gaps here, and also remember to do the back side as well. And for this one here, you want the block to come out here, so you don't want it to be like that. You want the block to be here, so it's like kind of poking out a little bit, if that makes sense. And again, just alternating between the different types of stone, and just do that all the way around. And again, on the other side in that corner, have the block poking out, and it should look like this all the way around. It should be 5 blocks tall, and you should have all of your kind of varying blocks here. We are also going to come over to the right side of the build. So if you're facing towards the front, you're going to come over to the right. And here in the middle, we are just going to break 1 block there, just for the doorway for the patio area. Now that we have the base of the building done, we are going to take some stone stairs, and we're going to add the front little platform and the side. So for the front here, we are going to fill this in with stone and come out by 2 and just fill that in. And we're going to take our stone stairs and come into this corner and go around that pillar and just wrap it all the way around the front. Like that. Boom. Cute. And for the side over here, we're going to take our stone and our andesite, just like alternate again. And we're gonna come out by 2, take our stone stairs. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9. So it should be 9 blocks across. And in the middle, it should be the stairs. And the stairs should be 5 blocks across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we are just going to fill this in randomly with our stone and our andesite. Like that. It should be in between each pillar here, and it should come out by 9 and across by 9. And now it should start looking like this. I will fly up so you can get a better view from the top here. Okay, now we are going to start on the top section of the build. And we are going to actually break the top one here of the 2 center ones. And we are going to take just a place block and place another one on the inner bit here. So it should look like that. So this should be up by 3 and then it should go in by 1. And now we are going to build all of these up by 3. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's how it should be looking. This looks a little funny, but it comes together, I promise. And now we are going to take some oak stairs and go around the edges here, or like so, sorry, on the stone. So wherever the stone is, you want the back of the stair to kind of face that. Like so, except for in the middle here, because we're gonna make a small roof here. So all around the edge, except for the middle, should be your oak stairs facing upside down. So we are going to take our stripped pale oak log and our calcite. If you can find calcite, if not, then you can just use the stripped log. I just like the texture. And you're going to make a window that is 2 blocks tall, like that. And you're gonna do that on the other side as well. Okay, once you have your front windows done, I'm going to add the roofs on top of them just to get a better vision of how the rest comes together. So you're going to take your oak stairs and you're going to place one here. You're going to take your oak block and place an oak block on top of that. And you're going to do that on the other side as well. And then on top of the oak, sorry, not oak log, but oak plank, you are going to place a stair on top of that. And then you're going to take your stripped pale oak and bring that up again. And then you are going to take your oak log again and do the same thing. So oak, and then oak stair. And then for the tippy top, we are just going to take an oak plank and just add that there and fill in the center here with your pale oak. So it should look like this. It should go one stair, one oak plank and another stair, one oak plank and another stair, and then an oak plank to top it off. And it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white blocks tall, and then 3 across, and then 2 on top of that. So the center should be 7 blocks, and these sides should be 5 blocks. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side, like that. Okay, so now that we have that, it kind of just gives you a better vision of how low the roof is. And now you are going to basically just fill this in here. So this corner, you want it to be like, you don't want this to come up here. You don't want this to be 3 blocks. You want that to be 2, because these stairs here are going to wrap around like that. So it should be 2 blocks of the white on top of the stone here. 2 blocks. And like that. And for the center here, I am just going to bring that over again by 2. Like that. Oh no, I missed a spot here. Okay, there we go. And you want the inside to be filled in, because these are going to be your walls. So you don't want any gaps here. Now that the front is done, we're going to go ahead and place the rest of the roof on. But I'm going to start with the outline, because since the whole roof is an oak, logs, and stairs, we are just going to do the outer edge. And then we will fill the rest in, which is the fun part in my opinion. So for the entire roof, especially this part here, you're going to come out by 1. I gotta re-situate my stuff here. There we go. Oh shoot. And we're going to basically bring this out by 1, just so it's not super flat to the build. Like that. So it should have a little lip. It should come out by 2. And the same for this one as well. For the side roofs, I will demonstrate how we are going to do that. For this corner here, you're going to fill in this entire corner. So from this roof, you should have your last 2 stairs, and then add another one, and then place 2. So it should be 3 each way, like so. And then we're not gonna connect this side to here. So like usually I would just keep the pattern going, but since we're gonna be filling in the roof with different color blocks, we are not going to do that. And we are instead just going to do the exact same thing here with the roof. So you're just gonna be going up by the 1 block in the stair until these 2 come to a middle point, but we're not gonna do a super pointy roof with this build. So I'm going to, instead of bringing them to a like perfect pointy point, we are going to stop 1 block and kind of flatten it out a little bit. Like that. So the side roof should go up by your first block, so a stair block, and then go 2, 2, 2, 2. So 4 sets of 2, and then the top should be 3 blocks, and then again 4 sets of 2, and then your singular stair here. We're going to take our first stair here and just drag that across to the other side. And that's the only one. We're not gonna do the rest. And we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. So go up by 4. So this is what the roof should be looking like. You should, oh no, I'm missing a block over here. Hold on, don't listen to me, don't listen to me. Okay. So this is what it should be looking like. And now we can fill in the side portions here. I took a minute to fill this in just to show you guys on the left side of the build only. We are going to be adding in a doorway right in the center. So it should be 4 blocks on each side and then your doorway, because this is going to have a staircase wrapping around for the rooms of the tavern. And then for the top, you're going to leave a 3 by 4 block hole from the top. So it should go 3 down from the top and then it should be 3 by 4. And you're gonna leave this giant hole for a window, and it's not gonna look super square. We're going to add some slabs so it looks a little bit better. And on the other side, you are going to do the exact same window, but don't put a doorway in. As you can see, we got 2 windows going here. And now just fill in this wall. I'm gonna go up by 3 for this one, just because there is a gap here. When you're down here, you'll want to be able to see the wall, or else it will kind of look a little funky. So we're gonna go up by 3. So this is what it should be looking like on the inside, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You can fix any imperfections once you have the base of the build actually done. I see I have 3 blocks here, like that. And now for my favorite part, at least, is the roof, because this is just super customizable. So I'm gonna pause here and let you kind of look at it. So for the roof, we are going to still stick with some oak planks. I'm gonna throw in some spruce planks, some oak leaves, cherry leaves, and some moss, and slabs and trapdoors are optional. So I'm gonna start with the base of the roof, and then we will add on all the flowery details after. But you are going to just build with your heart here. I'm just going to fill in what I feel like is right, and kind of, you guys can look at it after I'm done here. We'll do this little section here, and then I'll show you what's going on. So that is what it is looking like. You are going to just place your 2 blocks alongside of every block here, and just until they connect here. So for these ones, it would kind of go across like this. In the front here, like that. So you're basically just connecting them all until they get to the second one up, I would say. They would come across here. And yeah, you're just gonna make your mossy mess. I kind of want more wood in here, honestly. I like when there's a little bit more wood growing or peeking through, because it kind of looks like it's overgrown, which is kind of the vibe I was going for when I first made this build in the first place. I love when it kind of looks like a little rundown. I just love cottagecore. I want it to look like a fairy lives here, and this is just her little tavern, and she's selling like the most magical drinks and, you know, all that fun stuff. And this is so up to you how you want to do it. Like, there's no right or wrong way to go about it. I think that is what I love about these builds that I do so much, is that they're so customizable. Whereas, like, you know, we have our plain Jane ones, which are they all look the same. But I think when it comes to these ones that I do with the fun roofs, it is so, like, up to you how you want it to look, and I think that is super fun. And I'm going to take some slabs and just kind of place them wherever. So now you are just going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Just fill it in however your heart desires. And that is the back side of the roof. So let's take a look at the front. Very cute. Okay, now that we have the roof done, for the most part, we'll work on all the details at the very end. We're just getting the base structure done. We're gonna work on the side roof and then move on to the stairs. Okay, so I kind of messed up. So you're gonna do 3 sets of 3 of the mossy, leafy blocks. So you're gonna come out by 3, 3, 3. And then you're gonna come out with the oak slabs. You're gonna do 2, and then go down by 1, and then 2, go down by 1, and then 3. And this one should actually only be 2 blocks. My bad. So we're gonna go 2, and then down by 1, and then 2, and then down by 1, and then 2, and then this one goes all the way across here. So it should look like this. And then we're going to take some fences and bring those all the way up to the slabs, and then just fence this area in here. Like so. Like that. So I'll give you a little overview of that just so you can get a better look at it. So it should be 3, 3, and then 2. And then it should go 2, 1, 2, 1, and then 3. And now that we have that done, we're going to add in our stairs on the other side. I'm going to grab my stone and my andesite, and I'm going to break away 3 of these, and we're going to place down some stairs. I like a windy stairway down, so we're going to kind of create a little it's hard to get in there. Like that. So for the stairs to get up to the rooms of the tavern, you are going to come to the doorway and you're going to go 3 and then over by 2. So there should be 6 blocks and then 3 stairs. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and skip the corner and go 1, 2. And then place 3 more stairs. And you're going to come out by 2, and it should be 3 again, and then a set of stairs. And then again, same thing, 3 by 2. And then you're going to do the same thing as up here. So 3, and then 2, and then your stairs. And it should leave you right here. And it kind of creates like a little windy pathway up to what will be the bedrooms of the tavern. And that is the base done. So now we can start adding in all of the details. I'm going to start with the basic things like the windows. I'm going to grab gray stained glass, the dark version, not the light version. And we're going to place that in there and also do the windows on the side. Like so, and also on the other side. Oh my goodness, I'm missing a block, of course. Of course, we'll put some doors in. Like so. And I'm going to pack down a pathway going from here to here to here, just to make it look a little bit lived in, like people been walking around here, like that. Now, this is optional, but I'm gonna add in some leaves here and kind of build up around this stairway, just to make it look like grown in, and to cover this up because this is kind of ugly. So we're just going to build some leaves around it just to make it look more cottagecore, to kind of fit the aesthetic better, and do the same on the inside here, like that. Cute. Now I'm going to take some spore blossoms. This is, if you can't get spore blossoms, then don't worry about it. I just think they look cute. And I'm going to take some lanterns and just kind of place those around too, just to light it up. Same with on these roofs here, just a little bit like so. Now I'm going to take some glow lichen and just place it around literally just everywhere. I feel like needs some glow lichen. Cute. Now I'm going to work on the front doorway here, and then we're going to move on to the pretty much the last part, which is the flowers on the roof. So I'm going to grab those materials. Okay, so for the roof, we are going to take some stairs and we're going to place them upside down along these here, and then just take a slab and put that at the top. And then we are going to take more stairs and just do the exact same thing here on the outer edge. And then I'm just going to fill that in with a slab. I'm just gonna fill that in there too and bring this out by one. Like so. So it should be 2 stairs, a slab, 2 stairs, 3 slabs, and then at the top, I'm just gonna bring that out by 3, just so I can hang a lantern here. Put some fences here on the edges here. I'm gonna use spruce fences like that, and then I'm going to grab some spruce trapdoors and go around the edge of the bottom of any of the pillars that I can see. And that will like pretty much conclude the base build. We're gonna come up to the roof and start on our lovely flowers. Now for the other one, I did a pink concrete, but I never even thought about pink terracotta. I think that might be cuter, it's not as bright. So I'm going to place my yellow, and you're just going to do a block on each side just to look like a flower, which is just so stinking adorable. And I'm going to take some pink terracotta like so, and just do them wherever I think needs a flower pretty much. And if you like tutorials like this, make sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe, because I have plenty of other tutorials, as you can see, all around. One thing I forgot to do, which I'm going to do now, is outline these windows here. So we are going to go on the bottom of this block and go across like that, and do the top of this block and go across the bottom like that. So the top or the bottom of this block and across the top, and then the top of this block at the bottom like so. Very nice. Because I would usually add windows in, but the tavern doesn't leave much room for windows. But you will see that in part 2, where we decorate the inside, if you are interested in that. So if you found this tutorial helpful, or if you liked it, or you have any more ideas for me to build in the future, then please let me know. And make sure to subscribe for more videos like this, because I love making tutorials. I love coming up with creative, cute ideas that everybody should have in their worlds. And yeah, if you liked this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video where we decorate the interior of this lovely build. Bye!